Okay. Welcome to another installment of Lebanon Sports Buzz.com presents. Today we're with Katie Fields. Katie is a sophomore forward on the Elco field hockey team, and Elco just defeated Northern Lebanon 6-2 in a Lancaster Lebanon League field hockey match. Katie, I thought you guys played pretty well today. Tell me how you saw the game unfold and how things went for you guys out there.
We definitely got out to an early start with the goal in like 4 minutes. And I feel like once we get one goal, we always continue to score more because we have the momentum built. So I feel like that really helps get the game moving for us.
Right. Hey, Katie, were you guys close to the Brownies?
Oh yeah, we were close to the Brownies.
Yeah.
We were 2 minutes off.
You're 2 minutes away from the Brownies?
Yeah.
Okay, so was there any consolation prize, or is it was just the Brownies and Brownies or bust? Is that pretty much what it was?
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's what's motivating you guys out there,
That was our
Katie?
motivation.
Brownies
Today, yeah.
No, we're just kidding. We're just having a good laugh on Coach because we know she's listening. But Katie, you scored 4 goals. I thought you played pretty awesome out there.
Okay.
Tell me how you felt like you played today.
I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, those are my first goals of the season, and that always is really good because once I get one, I'm always like, okay, I want to score another and another, and that just worked today.
Hey, Katie, have you ever scored 4 goals before in a match on any level?
Not in a game. I mean, last year the highest I scored was like 2 in a game, so I doubled that, which is impressive for myself.
So, okay, that's awesome, but how do you explain that? How does something like that happen?
I mean, it wasn't just me, it was my entire team, and they always back me up and help me out. So, I mean, it wasn't just me, they always are there.
Hey, I thought you guys really out-hustled them and outworked them in the circle. Was there one goal that sticks out in your mind that you were most proud of, or one goal that you have in mind that, hey, I did a pretty good job on that one?
I think it was my last one. I always struggle to get low and sweep it in. So that one I did that and I was like, yes, okay, I did it finally. But my first one was pretty good too because that was my first goal of the season.
Hey, if I remember correctly, there was a time late in the second half you almost got number 5.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. The goal that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just under your stick and maybe just a little bit quick. But
yeah.
Hey, tell me, Katie, about being aggressive. And I talked to Coach about this because I think it's really important about being aggressive and being aggressive in the circle. And when the ball is loose, being aggressive. How important is that in field hockey?
Oh my God, that's everything in field hockey. I mean, you have to step and be there for the ball, or else they're just going to take control of it. So if you're not aggressive and you just back off, they're going to dribble it all the way down the field.
Hey, Katie, you scored 4 goals in the team's first win of the year.
Yeah.
I think that there's got to be some good. There's some positives to that. Tell me how the season's going. I know it's still extremely early. How is the season going for you guys to this point?
Our first 2 games were okay. Our first scrimmage went really well for us. Then we faced Lebanon and we beat them as well. And then our first 2 games, they didn't go as well as we expected them to go, but it was definitely a building block for us to work off of and improve upon. So,
yeah, and maybe it is something to build upon. But when you talk about goals or what you guys would like to accomplish this year, have you talked to Coach at all about that? Have you talked amongst yourselves? What would you guys like to get done? What would you like to happen this year?
I mean, we definitely want to beat our record from last year, and that's always something that's in the back of our minds that we're trying to accomplish.
Do you guys ever talk about playoffs? You ever talk about districts, anything like that?
It's always in the back of our minds, I think, that we always want to get there. But I mean, we have to build from the season. So once we get rolling, I feel like that'll definitely.
Right, and maybe we're jumping the gun a little bit. First win, you're thinking about districts, that kind of thing. Hey, Katie, if you're able to get to your goals, if you're able to reach your goals and maybe beat last year's record, what needs to happen? What needs to happen on the field within the team for you guys to get to your goals?
Definitely communication. I feel like that's something that we either are really good at or we struggle with it. So definitely doing that. Working together and transitioning through offense and defense. We definitely have to drop back, and I know I do that all the time. I don't drop fast enough. So I feel like once we get those things rolling, the rest will just fall into place.
Hey, Katie Fields, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. 4 goals, you're definitely the star of the game. Just keep doing what you're doing and listen to Coach, and just have a great year.
Thank you.